Question is giving us a system of equations and asking us to solve the system. Solve basically means find like the x and y coordinates. So like x comma y, there will be a point where these two lines cross, and we want to find that point. This is not giving us a strategy to use, so we have to figure out which strategy to use. What I want you to notice is that one of these two equations is either like x equals or y equals. You see it? This top equation is a y equals equation. As long as you have at least one of the equations looking like this, you can use what's called substitution. So substitution is our strategy here. Substitution literally means like plug in. What you're going to do is take this y equals and notice, okay, y is equal to this stuff. But look, this bottom equation also has a y in it. And so the whole point of substitution is, hey, if y is equal to this, then I can just plug this in for y. So where there's a y, I'm going to plug that in instead. So we'll take this entire bottom equation, 3x plus 6, and then instead of writing y, we're going to actually write this stuff. So we're going to do parentheses 1/3 x minus 3. And the parentheses do matter here when you're substituting. All right, then we just finish out this bottom equation. It was equal to 12, so we write that. And now we've got our entire bottom equation just with y replaced with this stuff because y is equal to that, so we can substitute it in. All right, now we've got a bunch of solving steps. So none of these are specific to systems. This is just regular old solving. So I like to distribute first. 3x plus, let's see, 6 times 1/3 is just 2. So we have 2x here. 6 times negative 3 is minus 18. And it's equal to 12. I then want to sort of point out, I like to draw this line just to show the two sides of the equal sign. Because when you have 3x and 2x like this, you got to notice that these are on the same side of the line. They're on the same side of the equal sign, and so we are going to combine like terms. So the 3x and the 2x are going to combine together to make 5x. This is 5x minus 18 equals 12. Add 18 to both sides. And what you're left with is 5x equals 30. Divide by 5, you get x equals 6. Now if you put a little box around this and say, okay, I found x equals 6, that's great. X equals 6 is lovely, but it's not the full solution. Remember when we said solve, we were looking for a coordinate point. So this x, this number 6, goes in the x spot, but we're not done yet. We need the y as well. And this is where, again, we're going to substitute. So substitution, it's all about substituting, plugging things in. We're going to take this x and plug it back into one of these equations. You can plug it into either equation you want. I'm going to use the top one, but you can do whichever one. I think the top will be easier. We're going to take that top equation and rewrite it. But when we get to the x, look, I'm not going to write the letter x. I'm actually plugging in 6. So I'm going to put a 6 here because that was our x value. And then I can finish this out with a minus 3. Now, 1/3 times 6 is just 2. And we've got this minus 3. So y is equal to negative 1. I can put a box around that. Again, that's not my full solution, but look, negative 1 goes in there because that's our y. Now I have the full solution. So it said solve. I found my solution right there. It's the point 6, negative 1, where these lines cross.